Hello, I am Rico Cavella, and I'm going to welcome you to this episode of the Fearless Aging TV show, where in every episode, my guests and we strive to offer you proven tips and strategies that you can implement immediately to greatly improve your overall health and well-being. And so we're here to inspire you and empower you to become your best self so you can go out and make a bigger positive difference in the world. So the title of today's episode is the biggest challenge that we as humanity are all facing. And of course, this is my opinion, but I think once you see what it is, I think you maybe will agree with it. All right, so the biggest challenge that we as humanity are all facing is becoming old and sick and dying way too young. Now, why do I say that? I say that because I don't know if you know this or not, but science has now told us that our genetic potential is to stay healthy to at least 125. So our life span could be 125. And yet our life expectancy, which actually has been coming down lately in America, is only about 76. So that means most people are missing out on 30, 40, even maybe 50 years of good, healthy living. And here's the thing, it's not so much really about life span, how long you can live, but how long can you stay healthy? So it's really about creating a health span. As long as we're alive, we want to be as healthy as possible. Because unfortunately, most Americans, even if they live to be 80, probably for the last 20 years or even more, they've not been very healthy and very energetic, and they're taking lots of prescription drugs and getting lots of surgeries and going to the doctor all the time and not really being able to be vibrant and enjoying their life and being a productive citizen and giving back their knowledge and wisdom uh, and becoming and being a mentor and uh, a role model for younger people. So that's why we need more people. That's why I developed my ageless living lifestyle, which is a complete mind, body, and spiritual wellness system of proven strategies that will help you to not only get and stay healthy and fit and energetic all your life, but live a much longer, healthier, energetic, and productive long life, which I'm sure everybody wants to, right? Now, I know everybody wants to live as long as they possibly can, because whenever I speak to a group, I always say, raise your hand if you want to live to be 125. But a lot of people don't raise their hand, and then when I ask them, because they don't have a very good uh, idea of what it would be like to be 125. But then I ask them, but if you could stay healthy to 125, wouldn't you want to? And they all say, yeah, sure. And I also know that by the saying that everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die, right? So we all want to live as long as we can. And so here's the thing. We are we are right now, our society is really unhealthy. Most people are. We have so much chronic illness. People end up in a nursing home. People are having a lots of health challenges, and they're not living nearly as long as they could. So it's my mission to educate people to how we can turn that around, because we know, just as I said, from science, our genetic potential is to live, stay healthy, and live much longer. And also that we know that it's quite possible, because there's the areas called the blue zones. You may have heard of these. And the blue zones are areas where the majority of the community does stay healthy and live at least to 100 or more. And so we know it's quite possible. There's even a blue zone here in America in Yorba Linda, California, just north here of San Diego. So it is quite possible to live a much longer, healthier life. And we also know that now that our genes play really a small role in how healthy we're going to be and how long we're going to live. So we know the answer is why is this happening? Why are so many people unhealthy and dying way too young? It's because of our unhealthy lifestyle. It's all about lifestyle. And again, that's why I developed my ageless living lifestyle, which will give you the best opportunity to live a much healthier, energetic, long life. If you want to learn more about the Ageless Living Lifestyle, you can go to agelesslivinglifestyle.com. You can also take our aging assessment and see how well you're aging. And if you don't like the results, book a call with me, free call, and we'll discuss what health challenges you're having, and I'll do my best to give you some quick, easy solutions that can turn it around for you. So I think what I can best serve you today is we're going to go through my top 10 anti-growing old strategies. I think that'll be really helpful. These are all basic, simple things that you can do. You can take charge of your life and do these right away. And it's going to make a huge difference for you. But one more thing I want to say is I want to let you know that there's a big difference between aging and being old. That's why I can say you never have to grow old, because the definition of aging is to become fully mature, to reach your full potential like fine aged wine. And that's good, right? Aging is a natural process. That's why we're here for, to age. Can't stop aging. But old's another story. Oh, the definition of old means to be worn out, used up, unexcited about your life, unable to care for yourself. And being old is primarily a choice of how you have taken care of your mind and how you've taken care of your body. And so, as you see, then we never have to be old if you learn how to care for your mind and your body. It's a choice. So that's why I say you never have to be old. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so let's get into my top 10 anti-growing old strategies. I think this will be really helpful for you. So number one, and the most important one, is you have to believe that you can stay healthy all of your life. See, if you buy into the mainstream normal mindset that that's just the way it is, we're all going to get old and sick and maybe die about 80. If that's what you believe, I know you get bombarded with that. You got, oh, you better prepare for your old age and get some long-term care, and this is going to happen to you and all this. If you buy into all that, that's what you're going to create, because as you know, I'm sure our beliefs and our thoughts and our words create our reality. So if you want to create a much healthier, long, better reality, you have to change your mindset. Change your mind, change your life. Begin to believe that you can stay healthy and energetic all of your life and live a much longer life. That's number one. And you can do that. We can believe anything that we want, right? So why should we believe anything negative about ourselves? Always believe the best for yourself. And then that gives you the best opportunity to create it. It's like I know Henry Ford's given credit. I don't know if for sure he came up with this saying of, whatever you believe, whatever you believe, you're right. And I didn't even get that right. It goes, if you believe you can or can't do something, you're right both ways. If you believe you can, then you can. But if you believe you can't, you're right there too. You probably won't be able to. So that's the first thing. And you can easily do this. You can change your mind. You're in control. Number two is discover your life purpose. I believe that we're all here. We have purpose. I think we have a divine purpose. I think that divine purpose is learning how that we can live together as brothers and sisters and friends on this planet Earth and get along and stop killing each other and live in peace. I think that's our divine purpose, that we all need to help work on that. But we all have different purposes. So, and what I discovered, being a personal trainer for all these years, and we know all the benefits of regular exercise and eating healthy food and getting enough sleep and all these things. But I wonder, why don't people do it? Why do more people not even start a wellness program? Or why do people have a hard time sticking with it? And I finally realized there's a disconnect between our physical world and our spiritual world. And they're one and the same. We are all spiritual beings here on this planet in a physical form, having these physical experiences. And so when you realize that, and that you are here for a purpose, you were created on purpose, then you realize that our body is our vehicle to do what we're meant to do here on this planet, and also to uh, not only expand our consciousness and learn and grow, but but to enjoy this experience. And so when you realize that, then you realize that you better take the best care of your physical body, so you can be your best self and make the biggest difference you can in this world. That's why we're here for. So when you discover your purpose, that your purpose is something that you know that you are good at and that you enjoy doing and that it serves other people and it can make a better world for all of us. So I encourage you to, if you don't know what your life purpose is, give me a call. I'll help you with that. But you can do it. You can figure out what your life purpose. And once you live your purpose, you're excited about your life, and you're going to live a much healthier, longer life. And the next one is just off of that. You got to take responsibility for it. We have what's called a healthcare system, but it's really a sick care system. They just try and do something for you when you're actually already sick. So we need a preventative system, healthcare system. But you have to take responsibility for your own life. Just like in everything in your life, if you're going to be successful at it, you got to take responsibility. You got to do it, and you can do it. I promise you, you can. So take responsibility for creating your own good health. We all need a personalized wellness program. And again, that's what I can help you with. Okay, number 4 is to avoid drugs, surgeries, and hospitals except for emergency. So here's the thing. It's not that drugs and surgery and things can't be beneficial. Our mainstream allopathic medical system is excellent. They can save your life if you have an acute situation. If you get in an accident, they can put you back together, save your life, and all these different surgeries and drugs can be really, really helpful. But for most chronic illnesses that people go see doctors for, their treatments are pretty much not only ineffective, but they're downright dangerous. Actually, the third leading cause of death in America is being in a hospital. Too much overdoses, wrong surgeries, and catching infections. So again, your body is not sick because of lack of drugs. You got to learn how to learn about, that's number 5, learn about natural healing methods, which have been around for centuries and centuries and have helped people. So I highly recommend that if you have any kind of a health challenge going on, consult with a naturopathic doctor or a functional medicine doctor that will work holistically to find out the root cause of what's going on, and then help you to get your body back in balance so your body can heal yourself. Drugs don't heal anything or cure anything. They may overcome symptoms and mask the symptoms, alleviate symptoms, mostly it's temporarily, but only your body can actually heal itself. And number 6 is to eat a diet of real whole food, and then also make sure that you're hydrating yourself. Your body cannot function optimally, can't have a strong immune system if you're not properly hydrating. So what I recommend is, keep your water, your purified water with you. Keep drinking throughout your day. Here's the thing. Everybody has a lot of different ideas of how much you're supposed to drink to the day, but we're all different. We all have different body weights and we absorb things differently and we do different exercise and all this stuff. So what really is, don't allow yourself to get thirsty. Keep drinking throughout your day. Every hour you should have at least half a glass of water, and just that way you'll stay hydrated and you'll never become thirsty. But food, we eat food for energy and we eat food for good health and to build our body. So you've got to eat a diet of whole, real foods. My very first book I wrote way back in the 90s was called Real Food, Real Fast, How to Make Healthy Fast Food. You can still find that best-selling book on my website. So real food is what's grown in nature by Mother Nature. It's organic fruits and vegetables and some whole grains and nuts and seeds and some animal products that are raised naturally without any hormones and chemicals, and they're raised out in a natural environment. Eat real food. That's all the time I have. We have another episode earlier all about nutrition and foods and what are the best foods and how to determine what foods are best for you. So you can find that episode again on E360 TV network. So it's so important to eat real food that's organic, doesn't have pesticides, it's not genetically modified, it's not highly processed, and it has live enzymes. It's energized. It gives you energy. Remember, we eat for energy. And so your body can have a strong immune system and help you to stay healthy and avoid disease if you don't have a strong, if you're not feeding your immune system what it needs. It needs whole foods. It needs water. And the next one is, of course, is you got to keep moving. You got to move your body. I did a big research on all the important things that your body needs and your brain needs. And the number one thing it needs is to good circulation and good oxygenation of your body. And you get that from movement. You got to breathe more. You got to get better circulation. You got to get out and move your body every day. You don't have to be a hardcore uh, exerciser or an athlete. You don't have to go to a boot camp, but you got to be consistent. You've got to move your body on a regular basis. You may have heard the term sitting is a new smoking. We all sit way too much. So what I recommend is not to sit for more than about 30 minutes at a time. Get up and move and breathe. Do some movement. That is going to be so much improvement for you in every aspect of your life. So you got to move more. I think we also did a past show on exercise and movement, so you can check that out. Get a lot more details for yourself for you. All right, before we go on, I'm going to take a short short 60 seconds to give. Hello, I'm Rico Cavella, creator of the Ageless Living Lifestyle. If you are concerned about premature aging and you want to avoid disease and old age, and you want to live a more healthy, energetic, and vital long life, I have proven solutions for you. So number one, go to agelessliving.lifestyle.com and take our aging quiz to see how well you are doing. And number two, book your free coaching session with me to discuss your wellness challenges, and I promise to get you going on the right track. You can transform your health and your life, and I can help. All right, we are back. So I highly encourage you to book a call with me. Uh, I'm not going to try. I do have coaching programs, and if you're interested in my coaching programs, I can definitely tell you about them and see if we're a good fit, see if it might work for you. But there's no sales pressure. I'm not trying to sell you, but I sincerely want to help you. And so everybody I know has some challenges, whether it's their health or with their fitness or with aging or so many different things, low energy. And I know I can give you some really immediate tips that can really help transform your life. So I'd love to have a call with you. We can discuss what's going on with you, and I'll do my best. So I'll give you some good information that'll get you going on the right track. All right. So again, you can book that call at agelessliving.lifestyle.com. All right. So we just talked about you got to change your, well, I'll review all of them after we finish. Okay. So number 8 is to slow down and take some time out and reduce the stress. Now, stress, we now know, is one of the major precursor to almost all chronic illnesses in our body. So what manifests in our physical body as some sort of an illness, it begins in our mental, emotional state. And for somehow we got into this rush, fast-paced society where everybody feels stressed. I hear people just standing in line at the store and they're saying, yeah, it's really been stressful at work lately. And yeah, it's stressful at home too. So if you're just saying that it's stressful, then you're stuck. You're into a high stress. But again, remember, stress is just a perception. It's just what you think that's so stressful. And mostly you're just making it up in your mind. It's what all these stories that we're telling ourselves all the time about how hard things are, or why is this happening to me, and why is the economy so bad, and the government, and all these things that you're concerned about your boss or your work. All these things are just what the stories you're telling yourself, and mostly you're just making it up. It's what I call is the real fake news. We used to hear so much about fake news from the media, but that's not what we need to be so concerned about. We need to be concerned about the fake news that we're telling ourselves about how all these things are, and why is this going on, and why is this happening to me, and what's going to happen if this, that, all these things. But you got to be able to turn it off. You got to be able to tune out what you know is stuff that you're just making up yourself. And the best way to relieve stress is to go out and do some physical exercise, get some aerobic activity. And the other thing is take some quiet time, unplug from all this distractions of our phones and our computers and our all these things that make us think that we have to keep on doing more and accomplish more, and we got to get this phone, we got to do this. No, you don't. Slow down. Remember the old saying is slow down and smell the roses. Take some time out and just relax, let all these things go. That's why it's so important to learn meditation. Meditation is basically just learning to quiet your mind, go into your breath, sit quietly, and let the stress and all these thoughts and distractions go away, so you can have some peace of mind. And because really all the things that we really need to know about how we should be living and thinking and doing, it's already inside of us, it's in our higher self. But we're so distracted and so busy and create so much noise, we're not connected to it. So slow down, take some time to relax, get some rest and relaxation. Ideally, we should be have 12 hours of, again, it can be pretty intense activity, but then we need 12 hours to slow down, maybe at least 7, 8 hours of sleep, good sleep, and then maybe a few hours of just relaxation and enjoyment. Take some time every day to enjoy your life. Whether it's listening to music or just walking in nature or whatever suits you. But find something that you can relax and enjoy every day. We don't need to just be stressing and trying to accomplish things and dealing with problems. Take time to enjoy your life and slow down. It's going to make a huge difference in your life. So it's so important to get the sleep, get the rest, and reduce stress, because those are the big things that's really causing you to age. All right. Number 9 is to you got to stimulate your brain all the time. If you take care of your body but not your brain, it's not going to work, because your brain's going to get old, and then your body won't be able to function as well. So you got to keep learning. I feel like I'm learning more all the time. Every year I'm learning more. There's many things to learn and to get excited about, and what new ideas and concepts that come to you about what's possible in your life. So keep learning. I'm playing an instrument is so good. I'm fortunate. I play drums. I play in a rock and roll band, and it's so much fun and so relaxing, and it's also good for you, good for your brain. And so, keep learning, whatever turns you on. Keep learning, keep growing, keep finding new ways, and keep finding new ways that you can make a bigger difference in the world. And then number 10 is my favorite of all. We touched on it just a little bit, but life's not supposed to be a struggle. Yes, we're going to always have challenges. That's how we learn and grow. And life wouldn't even be any fun, right? Or interesting if we have challenges. If everything was okay, everything's fine, well, okay, we just go through the motions. So, and we wouldn't even need to be here, but we come here to have this challenges and this excitement and this things to learn and to grow. It's like being in a big play. It's our life. And so, but it's also here to enjoy, and to be excited about and be inspired about your life. So it's all about balancing yourself. You got to stay in balance, just like the universe is all about imbalance. When we go to any extremes, then we're out of balance and we're not functioning well, and we're not able to stay healthy and live longer, and again make a bigger difference in the world. So have some fun. Sometimes I talk to groups. I ask them, "Are you raise your hand if you're having a lot of fun in your life?" And some people don't raise their hand. And I talk to some people, and they have gotten so stressed that they don't even know what fun would be. So slow down, take time out, enjoy your life. As a matter of fact, most centenarians will say the reason they lived that long was because they enjoyed their life and they didn't get all stressed out. So that's it for this show. Next week, be sure and tune in. We're going to have one of my friends who's an elite energy coach. He's been coaching professional athletes and corporations and actually the Circus du Soleil on how they can have mental and physical good energy and perform at the highest level. So tell your friends about the Fearless Aging TV show, and we'll see you next week.